I'm getting retired.
Getting married.
Are you serious?
Call the meeting to order.
Yeah.
Please rise.
No, not remarried.
Well, not
Married.
I'm sorry, I think it might. Put my foot in my mouth.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call, please.
Mrs. Ballinger?
Here.
Mr. Fisher?
Here.
Mrs. Fisher?
Here.
Mrs. Holtz? Mrs. Kirschner?
Here.
Mrs. Minor?
Here.
Mr. Sayers?
Here.
Mr. Liller?
Here.
Mrs. Ferguson Miller?
Here. I need a motion to approve the regular board minutes from May 18th and the study session from June 8th.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Presentation and reports. Yeah.
I don't really have an update other than what's on the agenda. Typical June agenda, very lengthy. Again, pending approval of the agenda items tonight, we still have one professional vacancy that is unfilled, and that is technology education. So if anyone knows any tech ed teachers out there, we'd love to see their names come across my desk. But otherwise, again, the agenda is pretty straightforward.
Thank you. Mrs. Epp, do you
I
have
don't
anything?
have anything extra this evening.
All right, perfect. No public comment tonight. We've been running along. All right, I have agenda A through, double S. A through double S. I would like to just talk about A and B for a second. We are gonna recommend that Fairfield Youth Football and also Fairfield Youth Soccer communicate with the new AD that is coming on board to just verify dates, times, and all that, on their request.
Yeah.
Anyone else have any questions on that?
I do. Oh, not on that one.
Okay.
I do have one thing to say. When you say you want us to communicate with the new AD, do you want me to resubmit forms?
No, you don't have to resubmit the form. We just want to double check dates and times and make sure that all facility uses
We just have dates that are
overlapping.
that overlap on these two, soccer and football, and we just want to make sure that
I will,
they're
Times and things.
I will
aware
send,
of
I will
AM
send
and
him
PM.
everything.
And with it being a new AD, we just want to make sure that both organizations get in contact with him.
Okay.
We're all on the same page to start off. All right, Erica, what did you have?
I just have two questions.
Okay.
What is in? What is the like what do they and is in married? Yeah. What is that?
So that is just for student teacher placement for our university.
I thought that was something for our students. Okay, and then my last question, double A. What type of like library equipment are we referring to? Like what would that be? I just know we have a lot of new stuff there, so I just wasn't sure what.
We do, so lending library, so that may be even something like an assistive device. So anything that the LIU has, they allow us to borrow items from them.
Okay.
It's just referenced as a lending library. I don't know if it'll be an assistive device, but that's just an example.
Anyone else have any other questions?
Make a motion to approve letters A through
Double S.
double who?
S.
Double S. A through double S.
I will second that motion.
I need a roll call vote if nobody has any other questions.
Mrs. Ballinger?
Yes.
Mr. Fisher?
Yes.
Mrs. Fisher?
Yes.
Mrs. Kirschner?
Yes.
Mrs. Minor?
Yes.
Mr. Sayers?
Yes.
Mr. Liller,
Yes.
Mrs. Ferguson Miller.
Yes. Yes. And we would like to welcome Mariah Huffman to our district.
Thank you.
Thank you
Welcome,
for
Mariah.
attending.
Thanks so much for having me, and I'm excited to get started. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we need to appoint a board treasurer.
Don't even read up.
You can.
You were here last time for this.
I wasn't.
Yeah, you got a
You
point.
got it again.
Do
I will put a motion in to reappoint Erica Bollinger as our treasurer.
Second her in vote for it, you can say.
She's never gonna volunteer for anything.
Do we have to, do we have to roll call vote on
Be
that?
voice.
Voice vote.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
I really should propose, by the way.
So we need a PSBA rep. That's what Lisa used to do. So I would like.
So,
give us some
so
details.
PSBA puts a lot of information out. The liaison typically, again, reads that with maybe more depth than some others to bring back an update to the board, not necessarily every single month, but when something of importance is being discussed or shared from PSBA, it's good for the entire board to hear.
I'm assuming if no one volunteers, someone's gonna get voluntold.
Don't you even voluntold me.
I got enough to do.
Do we know what the commitment is, like how many meetings that is a year?
So I don't believe there are any meetings.
Not at all.
No,
Just
you're
read
just
through like
looking
our
at their
emails that we get,
updates,
basically.
what's happening in the house.
Yeah, I'll do it, it's fine.
Right, I put a motion for us to nominate Ted for that PSBA.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Ted.
Yep.
Alright. For discussion items. Does anyone have any before I go over this stuff?
It's this stuff.
So I have tenders granted to the following individuals for 3 years of satisfactory service: Heather Redding, Amy Dennis, Ashley Cass, Ace, Noah Schaefer, and Elizabeth Yearwood. Yearly. So I do appreciate that, 3 years of service. And then we have 20 years, Tara Phillips, Mrs. Barnes, Eric Price, 25, Mr. Irwin, Mr. Ball, 30, Miss Miller, Miss Brenda Miller. Thank you very much for 30 years of service, 25 and 20 years of service. We had a voluntary assignment change from Teresa Helt from part-time elementary autism support to part-time elementary personal care, effective August 17th. No change in pay, 6.5 hours per day. No other public comment.
Candace, if I may, really quickly.
Mhm.
Thank you for reappointing me for another year. I look forward to working with you another year, and I want to know my colleague Megan Bozer is here tonight. She came out just to observe the meeting. She works closely with me on pretty much everything. She's been here several times for other matters, but not at board meetings. I invited her just to see the board tonight and where all the magic happens here in Fairfield. So just want to note that. Thank you for your continued support.
On the other items, and I know this will take some looking into, but the ACT, ACPI. There's a district now that has not jumped on board with the purchase of the land.
Correct.
Looking for them to research more into the Harrisburg area community college building, which I've read the things from Mr. Eckenrode, which, is he still there?
He is, I believe, through the end of June. Yes.
Okay, so I guess my question is, with that delay from the other district and his departure, where are we at with?
So they've already hired a executive director. They've actually had some overlap. And I think that was April, but do not quote me on the month. So the incoming director has been working with Sean for the last month-ish. So to get up to speed, so there is not a drop off in anything that we've been working on, like the land. By the bylaws in the JOC, so 2/3 of the districts would have to approve the purchase. I believe we and Conewago and Bermudian have all approved the purchase. I believe Littlestown is having a board meeting tonight like we are. So if Littlestown were to approve that, then we've met the 2/3. If they were to not approve that, then those two boards could revisit that item, take it back for their boards to vote. The only time that would really come back to us for an additional vote is if the contents of the motion need to change. So the price of the land goes up, it goes down, something in that contract changes. Again, the JOC and again, Crabtree, and I'll just speak for myself, being the superintendent of record last year, we spent a lot of time researching and vetting out multiple pieces of property. I'm purposely not sharing a number because we've talked about those things in exec session. Hack was one of those, Hack Gettysburg. Again, the information that Mr. Eckenrode sent out is absolutely right on point. The biggest drawback there is it's in a pretty significant flood zone.
That's what it was.
And if we were to consider that property, there would be renovations to the existing building, but we'd also have to build another facility on the same property, again, in the flood zone. That would be more for the dirty labs, to use the tech language, so think of diesel and probably welding and things of that nature. So we did research that property. Again, architects came out with us to research that property. We had a really good conversation with the assistant director at Hack last year. I think that person's recollection was within the last 15 years, they have had water damage twice to that facility. So again, I understand the location of Hack is very desirable. I just think for the floodplain concern, it is not something that, again, in my time as superintendent of record last year, we were not recommending that to the JOC.
And is there, I was trying to read into it a little bit, the mitigation of the flood problem if Hack paid for it, but then I saw somewhere where there's some turtle, sorry,
Small turtle.
that lives there and that, so that's a definite that can't be corrected.
I'm not an architect.
Did he go rid of the
Okay.
beaver or no?
They took that out.
Okay.
Yeah, they got rid of the beaver.
So anytime there are protected species in wetlands,
Okay, you got 'em.
you do have to meet certain DEP criteria, which are very significant. So either you have to give additional land to accommodate the changes that you're making. And there are lots of other layers to that, but I don't know enough about that to speak intelligently about it. So,
Okay.
but again, Sean's information, I think that he sent out was, like I said, very, very accurate, one. And the starting point is, it's in a floodplain.
So the bottom line is that we don't need to do anything unless it completely blows up.
Correct.
So one question I would have though, moving forward, if the other districts all approve it, we would just move forward and Gettysburg would still pay for the land just as normal. They just don't approve.
That's correct. So again.
Like they're not removing from the plan, they're just,
They like each board, you have the right to vote yes or no for that item. And again, 2/3 is what we need for the majority. If 2/3 approve it, then we're purchasing the land. And yes, Gettysburg would still be part of ascending district to ACTI. Is that your question?
Yes.
Yes.
But they wouldn't be paying for the portion of the land.
Yeah.
They would be.
Oh, okay.
They would be because 2/3 of the districts that are sending
If they say no, I mean that they can get out of it because it's already been.
approved by the 2/3 majority.
Unless they want to leave completely.
That would be correct.
One of the reasons we're trying to move quickly on this is we have a grant that's expiring this year for $500,000. And it's a big chunk of money, especially for Adams County, in my opinion. But yeah, my stance, you saw my stance on HAC, it's a non-starter, man. I'm not sure what Gettysburg is thinking, so.
Can somebody explain to me where this property is? I know it's out by New Oxford or out in New Oxford or something, but like, is there? Like,
You were across Keys Villages, where Cross Keys is there, you've got is it 94?
Yes.
And that's
94 and 30 across.
Yeah, 30 and 94, it's that intersection.
Like you're going to York 130.
Yes, it's on the
Yeah,
corner.
there's a Turkey Hill, there's a really good
No.
Chinese restaurant. It's really close to the
That's a lot further out there than I was thinking.
It is, but I mean,
It's been
one of the
closed
things that is that
2 years ago.
Conowalga is the largest district. They have the largest amount to pay. Me personally, I'd rather see it centered somewhere, but I mean, it's a tough, Jen and I had that discussion, we talked about the distance. It is a tough pill to swallow, but we're the smallest district. And again, I'd like to remind everyone that, this has been a long time coming. It's something we gotta get off the ground. So, I can't completely speak for Jen, but neither of us wanted to see something like that hold this up, so. Yeah, it's a bummer. It is far away. I'd rather see it in Gettysburg, but it's just not working out that way.
Thank you.
Questions? Comments? Anything?
I have one comment, because I don't think we're back until August. So I just want to tell everyone have a good summer. Really appreciate working with all of you. We have disagreements here and there, but I think our board does really well together. I think we're getting stuff done. We're all dedicated to, school district community, so I just really appreciate it. I don't know if you've read the news, just people resigning, different boards are having issues with their own things, but we don't have that here. So, good job. Again, we disagree sometimes, but we hash it out. We all understand the mission, so thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, you start being
The
in trouble or
board-
anything, guys.
We'll meet for a regular board meeting on August 10th, so that is our next board meeting at 7 p.m. in the boardroom. There is no meetings in July, this is a reminder. We did meet for an exec session this evening prior to the meeting, that's why we were late, we do apologize. We got a donation for $200 from Karen Weddle to help single moms, and we also got a donation for $250 from Rob Oliphant to be used to purchase head and microphones for our musical production. And that is it. Need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion.
Second.